Hello everyone, it's Scott and welcome back to another episode of Regrowth. So like I said at the end of last episode, I want to get working on some of these early quest trees and see if I can finish off, well, I don't know about finishing off, but I definitely want to work on what the world enables and try to finish up these mechanics, uh, yeah, mechanist, uh, faction points. So I have a lot more to go. So I think let's just get cracking. So to start, let's take a look at some of these Kinesis pipes because I think they're going to be pretty easy to craft. So I need to make a wooden Kinesis pipe and a cobblestone Kinesis pipe. And I can do that just by upgrading a lot of the existing pipes. Um, so if I take a wooden pipe, wooden transport pipe, and a cobble transport pipe, wherever that might be, let's just take a look there at the cobble pipe. So that's just simply cobblestone and glass. So let's just whip that up fast. And in order to turn them into Kinesis pipes, I'm going to need to add redstone to them. So let's take a look here and just make a set of cobblestone transport pipes. We'll add one redstone each to turn it into a cobblestone Kinesis pipe. And then we'll do the same thing with the wooden one to make a wooden Kinesis pipe. And so these are the wooden ones, just like before. It's how energy or how items and energy are imported into the piping system. In this case, 320 RF per tick. Not great, but it still exceeds my my current capabilities. But I'm just going to jump straight up to Emerald and get that done. Okay, so next that's going to open up well oiled. So I think I'm going to need to go out into the ocean and take a look, try to find some oil buckets, some oil. And I think I can collect it just with a normal bucket. And if not, then I'll need a fluid pump in order to get it back out. But let's take a look at this quartz transport pipe. So somewhere in here, quartz transport pipe is going to require 2 quartz blocks as well as a glass. So let's head over here and grab a bit of quartz. And then combine everything up. Easy peasy. And then that opens up the third tier, basic routing. So we need clay, obsidian, and void. I have a feeling that's just going to be pretty much all the same stuff over and over again. So clay is going to require 2 clay blocks. Void is going to require redstone and a black dye. And obsidian should just be, well, obsidian pieces. So let's give me a chance to gather that. So let's grab a piece of that. Let's grab the black coloring, which now I've forgotten which chest I put it in. Let's grab a little bit of charcoal. Two pieces of obsidian. And clay might be the problem. So I'm going to have to recombine. Let's see, how many do I have? 59. Let's see if that's enough to get me over the hump here. And so 8 pieces of clay. Okay, that should be enough to make 2 clay blocks. So let's make our clay transport pipe. Let's make our, see if this works. Does charcoal work? No, it doesn't. So I'll have to find my black dye somewhere in here. Or I could just go and tap one of these flowers, grab my pestle right back out, and convert the flower into coloring. Great. So with that, let's throw that in. And there's our void transport pipe. So any item that's in the transport system that hits a void transport pipe will be destroyed. Not too keen on that because I kind of value all of my items. And that's going to give me golden transport pipes as well as diamond and emerald. Let's go with emerald. Oh, nope. Next here, sorry. Diamond transport pipe, stripes transport pipe. So here's the stripes. Ooh, that's going to need a gold gear, which is a little more complicated, but nothing I can't handle. So let's grab some of the iron gears out. Grab that. And what was the other one? Diamond, so that probably requires 2 pieces of diamond. Yep, diamond transport pipe. So it says it's an item sorter, but whoops, I'm going to need one more piece of, I don't know, I thought I clicked it 8 times. So let's throw that back in. Just drag the stack and get our gold gear. Let's get the glass back in, and there's our stripes transport pipe. And the stripes places any block, so it's actually a block placing item, and or if it's powered, it will break the blocks. Very cool. Okay. I might be able to use that as an item absorber at some point. I'll just have to remember to use that, and that's going to open up this quest. So let's go with emerald transfer pipes, so I can turn them into emerald kinesis pipes later. Great. And so next is a touch of color. So basically lazuli, dizuli, emzuli. Okay, I don't know who comes up with these names, but let's just take a quick peek at the formulas here, because, yep, 2 lazuli blocks, lazuli and a diamond, and then I assume an emerald and a lazuli block. So what do these do again? These pipes label items that pass through them, determined by the name. Rather than routing an item, they'll route based on color. Yeah, I'm not too keen on doing any of this. So let's just grab the bare minimum, get in, get out, and get the quest done. So, glass, lapis, done. Lapis and emerald, done. Lapis and diamond, done. That's going to give us pipe wire and basic gates. Cool. So pipe wire and gates are how we can tie redstone signals into our piping network. And so that's actually pretty cool. So the next thing I want to tackle, well, blooming industry. So I think this is just a little gap because I made the bloomery furnace back when I made the blast furnace. So I'm just going to collect that up again, make sure I get that in my inventory, check the quest, and there it is unlocked. Alright, so with that I'm just going to put it back, reload the items that were in there, and call that done. Alright, so the next quest that I want to tackle is, well, blasting off again. So this is actually complete because I went through and I built a blast furnace and I got steel already. So it's going to give me more steel and raw steel that I can burn down again. Okay, fire away. So with this, I have another rutile. I have magnesium dust. So the next thing I need to make is a titanium ingot. Titanium ingot. So through mariculture, if I recall, I'm going to need to condense molten titanium, and I believe molten titanium is going to come from here we go, melting down impure molten titanium with molten magnesium, and yep, so that is something that I could definitely get started. So I made magnesium, I believe, by melting down the items in the vat, but what did I end up, where did I put it is the question. So here's 2 magnesium dust, and with that I can use that to produce molten magnesium. I have impure titanium, which I can melt down again to make impure molten titanium. And so I think all I really need to do is turn this guy off, and in fact, let's even disconnect that. So I really just need to melt these guys down again and get the liquid form of this stuff. Do I have any? I have 1 block of charcoal. It's going to need a lot more. So, in fact, I'm going to need a block of coal. So let me load up the crucible furnace with fuel, and then I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. Finally ticking down. We've reached the 650 degree point, and so the magnesium dust is turning into fluid. So I turned off the auto-eject, so that way the fluid, the molten magnesium, can build up right here. And so what I got was that ladle, and I want to see if I can... No, I cannot use the ladle here to extract that 1 ingot. So, let's head back over here and see if I can grab one of these empty fluid tanks. And I'll use that as the item to eject to. So let's get rid of the casters. Let's turn on auto eject fluids, and there we go, dumps it into this fluid tank. So let's head back over here and hook that fluid tank back up to our pumper. Okay, before I do that, I'm going to need to get this lava out of the vat. 3 buckets worth, well, that's worth keeping to me, pretty much because I'm lazy. So let's transfer 3 out. Can I break the? Yeah, I can break this, break that, and then reassemble the vat. Here we go. So that. Oh, what a pain. All right, so let's get rid of that again. Okay. Can I transfer these over here? Okay. So I'm going to have to, I think, reposition these guys later, but for now, that's good enough. So let's get our tank. Where'd the tank go? Alright, for some reason, when I went to pick up that tank, it broke. So it didn't actually give the tank to me in the inventory. I'm not sure why, but I'm going to have to make more magnesium now using the quicklime. So to do this, I'm going to need to boil down quicklime and water in a vat. And while that's going, I might as well start burning down the titanium ingots, which are going to need another 600 um, degrees Celsius. So I'm going to have to feed another stack of coal in there once that burns down. But let me just get back to let's get this working. So I'll turn on the pumper, and that should move 8 buckets worth of fluid here into the vat, and then I can just go ahead and add water here. 3, 4, and this is reverse. So let's take my wrench, hit this to flip the direction, so it's going to pump the water back out, back into the vat, and then it's going to detect that the pipe was empty and then start pumping the quicklime. And so as we hit 1,000, I think each what do we need to get this going? Three buckets of water and 4 buckets of quicklime worth. So I'm going to need 2 more buckets of water to kind of round this out. Okay, so there's 1 quicklime. I just have to wait for the second one. As soon as it pumps the 4,000, okay, great. And done. That should be enough to get that going. And then once that's finished, I'm going to reverse the direction of the pipe. Yep. And let's get the water back out. Can I do that? No. Okay, maybe reverse this. Okay, that'll pump the quicklime out. Okay, so I only have water remaining. Up, yep, and I can manually get that out. Okay, great. But now water is getting stuck in the fluid pipe. Let's flip that around again to empty the fluid pipe. Get that back up to 1,000, and flip this again to get the last 200 millibuckets out. Shoo! Okay, great. So now I have an empty vat. I have a fluid tank with a little bit of fluid left in it. Did that gather up correctly? Yes, great. So let's head back to the crucible. Okay, I'll put the 2 magnesium dust in and place the fluid tank here on the bottom. And then I'm going to go get some more, AutoEject. So that should auto-eject the molten magnesium. Awesome. And I'm going to go and get some more coal. Alright, there's some coal, so that'll pump that back up towards 2,000. And I apologize if I sound a little stuffy today. I'm still getting over that cold. It's hasn't quite escaped my system yet, but yep, still working on that. Alright, so this time the pickaxe got the fluid tank. So what I'd like, let's put the quicklime back over here, and I'm going to do that same pumping maneuver here, where I take my molten magnesium, throw it over here, put this in extract mode to extract from the fluid tank. There we go. 2 ingots worth. So let's grab the tank again, Oh, what is it doing? No, no, no. Okay. So it's flipping direction on me when it detects that I removed the block there. Alright, well, it's just going to be one of those days, I guess. Let me check back here. Still climbing. Okay. So let's fix this. So put that there. Flip the sign. Activate the pumper. So that'll pump the 2 ingots worth back out. In here, 288. Disable the pumper. Wait for that to shut off and gather up my... Oh, what's with the 3 nuggets worth? Okay, great. So back to 0. Not understanding this at all, why there's all this little overflow everywhere. But, this is what it's going to take. So, only up to 1400. I need 1600, so let's just wait this out. Alright, we're getting close. At 1662, this should engage. And there we go, starting to tick. Awesome. So, once this melts down and empties out, looks like the quest is going to give me a couple more pieces of titanium. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. But I'm sure that they're used for all sorts of endgame mariculture stuff. So let's let this, I guess I could look it up while I'm here. Titanium, ingots, oh, that's an impure ingot. So a pure ingot is used for cooling upgrades. It's used for sluices, a Java barrel upgrade. Not sure what a titanium bucket does. Okay, Buildcraft lasers. Cool. Assembly table. I might want one of those eventually. And that seems to be about it. Charging table. So, looks like some endgame Buildcraft items. And pretty cool. Okay. That's done. Recipe, impure, no, yes. Okay. So, here's our 2 ingots worth. Let's gather that up in a fluid tank. Okay. Head back over here. Flip the direction, activate the pumper, and that should grab the fluid out of here. 288, 288. Awesome. And there we go. 2 bucket, or let's see, actually, yep, so that should create 2 ingots worth of molten titanium in a second. Why is it only 144 and not like 288? Not sure, but let's flip the direction of the pumping, and molten titanium is out. Okay. Great. So now we have to figure out how to get it into an ingot form. So to make an ingot, okay, looks like an ingot caster. Am I able to put this back in? No. Okay. Alright, let's see if this actually works. So I moved the wooden engine over here. I got a second fluid pipe. And I just want to see if I can pump this directly into the ingot caster. Yes, I can. Awesome. So let's wait until this solidifies. And done. There we go. 1 titanium ingot. Shoo! And that's going to give me 4 more and some nether brick. Alright, before I move on to the next quest, I just want to demo some quick changes that I made to the Crucible Furnace. So this is still burning down limestone into quicklime, but the difference is I'm now pumping it as it's being created down into this vat. Now the vat I pre-populated with water, so I can just stand here and spam this with 30 buckets worth of water. Each reaction is going to take 1 bucket worth of water, and so the vat is not producing enough quicklime to outpace the water supply. And so once the magnesium dust is formed, it comes out as an item. So the hopper is able to pick it up and dump it into this chest, where I see I'm up to 27 magnesium dust. So now I'm going to stop using the ingot caster because it turns out that I can melt it down here in the smeltery. So each magnesium dust here turns into a molten magnesium, and the molten magnesium can be combined in the smeltery to become molten titanium. And so I can just melt this down 1 for 1 with 1/2 the number of rutile ore, because each one of these will double, and then that'll dump out into the smeltery, where it will combine and become titanium, and then I can use the smeltery process to dump them out as ingots. Alright, there we go. The molten magnesium has become molten titanium, and then all I can do is reverse the flow direction of this fluid pipe, and then that'll start to extract the titanium, where it can go into the casting table and transform into titanium ingot. So I'm at the 14 here. I have 14 here, another 7 here, so that's a lot of titanium that I can use for questing. So let's head back to the quest book and take a look at what the world enables. So the next step I need to make is I'm firing my laser. So between the two, this is going to be the next tier of auto assembly, and I'm going to need to make 1 laser and 1 assembly table. So let's take a look at the Buildcraft silicon lasers, and it's nothing I can't do right now because I have titanium, I have mana diamonds, thanks to Botania. The mana lens is going to need my Rune of Wrath as well as some mana glass, and so let's step over here and see what kind of material I have. Can I whip that up right now? Okay, I have 4 mana diamonds left, so let's take a look at what I need to do here. So let's combine our glass into glass pane. Let's grab a little bit of mana steel and build ourselves another lens. And according to this, it said I need to grab a Rune of Wrath, and I'm pretty sure this Rune of Wrath might be destroyed in the process, but let's take a look. Yep, it is. So a little bit of redstone is next. I guess I forgot to grab it. Mana diamond goes here. So all I need is 3 redstone, of which I don't have. Okay. Now I feel a little silly making all these cuts for essentially walking across my base, but unfortunately the crafting areas are so far apart that that's not going to be resolved until I get an AE system. So there I go with the laser 100%. So assembly table is the next piece. So Buildcraft silicon assembly tables are going to require titanium, another mana diamond, and a mana gear. So that is not as hard. So let's hold on to our, well, we're actually going to need to eat. Do I still, yep, still have a little bit of bread left. So let's do our crafting up here this time, now that I have the material. So let's grab another piece of redstone and throw it into here. Alright, so I'm going to need the diamond gear. And I have stone gear, so I'm going to have to up it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That should be everything I need. So iron gear, done. Then gold gear, done. Then diamond gear, done. And I have everything to make an assembly table. Excellent. So now I can turn in this quest, get 2 more lasers, as well as some beginning chipsets. Well, it took a bit of exploring, but I was able to find an oil patch. Here I'm very much in the north direction from my base, probably about 300 blocks away. But I managed to find oil, and so, whoops, now I'm stuck in it. So all I need is 1 bucket worth. So let's grab 1 of that and take a look at the quest book. And it looks like that's the last thing I need to get the combustion engine and a fluid tank. Alright, with that, I'm going to call this an episode. I got quite a bit done in my RF production, and at this point it's just a matter of doing more mechanism quests to get to the end of that quest trace. So if you could, please leave a comment or a like and let me know how I'm doing, and I will see you next time in Regrowth. Bye!